All of the blessings I have received, how could they have been bestowed upon me? So I'll put it all back. Morning, everybody. Brandon Cunningham here again, a nurse practitioner from Bridging Health Clinic. Uh, Once again, we're in Harrisonburg, Virginia, and we're in the front yard today, looking at a big plant, hyssop. So this is another one of my favorite plants. I'll probably say that about each and every one I talk about. But you can see it's flowering. The bees love it, and if you smell it, it has a really, people would say, skunky smell to it. It also resembles kind of that cannabis smell, if you've ever smelled that. And that skunky smell usually indicates this is a very deep acting herb. I personally think this herb is really great for the lungs and getting out really kind of stuck phlegm. And that's probably because of the aromatics of this herb, but those aromatics are very dispersing and moving. So we're going to try to make a fresh hyssop tincture. So I'll meet you inside and show you how it's done. All right, welcome back. So we've cut our hyssop, and I did forget to mention out there that you use the flowering tops for this plant. And we have about 150 grams here. And so when you do a fresh tincture, typically the ratio is 1 to 2, meaning if we have 1 part plant, which is 150 grams, you use 2 parts of a liquid that you're going to dissolve the medicine into. So 150 multiplied by 2 is 300. So we have here 300 milliliters of 190 proof alcohol. Now, depending on what state you're in, there's going to be different rules for when you use stronger alcohol. We live in Virginia, so I did have to apply for a particular license to get that type of alcohol. So you might have to ask around or do some searching. But anyway, the next step really is we're going to put the hyssop into a blender. We're going to put the alcohol in it and then just kind of blend it up. And when that's done, we're going to place it into the jar and label it. There is another method if you want to do this. You could get your herb and pack it in a jar and then put the alcohol in there and submerge it and just let it sit for 6 weeks. When you do it in a blender and you chop it all up and macerate it, it doesn't have to sit as long. It'll sit for about 2 weeks until it's done. And then of course when the medicine's done, you just strain off all the plant material and you store your liquid in a bottle. All right, I'll see you after I blend this up. We have blended up our hyssop with the alcohol, and we've transferred it into our container here. I wanted to mention that I was using a higher proof alcohol because those aromatic herbs do better dissolving their medicine into that higher percentage of an alcohol. So even if you had something like 100 proof vodka that you can get at the store here in Virginia, you can still use that for this and you'll still make a good medicine. I just wanted to mention that. So we have it here, and basically what we're going to do is of course label it, and each day just give it a good shake in the morning and a good shake at night, or you can kind of flip it upside down in the morning and at night. And basically you just want to make sure it's not turning black and oxidizing in the process. So since, like I said before, since we macerated this in the blender, this will probably be ready in 2 weeks, and you can transfer it to a bottle and then put it in droppers and share it with your friends and families or patients if you have them too. All right, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. We are so provided